Is that a monolith?
Lady Alicia, you made it safely!
I've brought medicine. What's happening?
We can do naught to stop the infection. The disease has spread to our ranks. We cannot even exterminate the wild dogs.
At this rate, the entire kingdom may very well succumb to its ravages.
By the stars.
First, please distribute the medicine.
Right away.
Things will be okay. They've got resources now.
Yes.
And we can help dispatch the Hellhounds.
And yet, I suspect that they are not the true source of this epidemic.
A stronger Hellion, born of powerful malevolence.
A dragon!
No, it's just a Hellion. You can tell because the humans don't see it.
It's landing over there!
Sure is a lot of gold lying around out there.
Don't tell me you're gonna fight it. It looks like a dragon to me.
We don't know that for sure. You can tell me if it gets too dangerous.
Wonderful. And I wind up with all the responsibility as usual.
That Hellion is called a Drake. It's a younger form of dragon.
It looks like the city's malevolence is energizing it somehow.
Then we have to kill it while we still have time.
Wait!
Don't, Alicia!
Hold on!
Look
Oh,
out!
crap!
That was close. Sorry, we didn't mean to startle you.
Huh.
Again?
Well, we gotta do something. Edna, you said that the malevolence in the city is energizing that thing, right?
Probably.
Then we should focus on purifying the malevolence.
Indeed. I expect that would naturally weaken the Drake.
Although it sounds like a huge hassle.
Well, you gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet.
The plan sounds good enough to me. Though your choice of metaphor less so.
Even if we do manage to weaken it, we can't fight it if we can't bring it down.
We'll find a way to accomplish that too. With everyone's help.
Hassle times 2.
Slow and steady wins the race, Edna.
Oh, yes. I prefer that metaphor to the one where we're eggs that go splat.
Time to begin operations slow and steady. Shall I help you carry those?
No, I'm just fine.
A history of Monmouth culture and the works of Sir Geoffrey.
Wow, it's the first time I'm seeing them.
These are valuable books. I'm hiding them away so they don't get lost or destroyed in the war.
Oh, then all the more reason I should be help.
It's fine. It's a classified location. Don't tell anyone about this. It's to protect the books.
Something's up.
You think so?
Don't you? She was all excuses and we didn't even say anything.
I certainly never heard of any such secret library.
I understand you wanting to trust her, but something's wrong.
Kinda funny to bury books in a graveyard.
I'm similarly concerned. Let's hide and observe.
All right.
Don't kid yourself, Agatha. That's worth 1,000 at best. Who's there?
You're...
So you lied to us about protecting the books?
It was always just my daughter and I, barely getting by. I couldn't even give her one happy memory before she died. Haven't I suffered enough? Can I not have something good for once in my life?
Malevolence!
We're taking these back. I'll be turning you into the guards for misappropriation and theft.
I always knew. Someday this was bound to happen.
The malevolence is fading.
I don't need this anymore. Do you think you can return it to Nafe for me?
Catching her quelled the malevolence?
That's probably what she wanted deep down, to be brought to justice.
Well, I guess that proves that she really did love books after all.
Earth dwellers are such a chore.
I finished preparing the gel.
Here they are. We going in?
So, are you scared of ghosts too?
Would you like me to hold your hand?
It's not like that. You understand, don't you, Saray?
I'm sensing a huge domain. There's definitely a strong Hellion here.
It could be hiding anywhere in the museum. We better canvass the entire area. See what I did there? Canvas is a fabric used as a painting surface, and...
Please stop.
Oh wow, I just got it.
See, it was just enough explaining.
It wants us to come in.
Looks like it.
can sense the ancient tongue. We're near one. I just saw a monolith written in ancient tongue.
Such important cultural artifacts.
This is awful. We can't forgive this.
What sinister writings? It looks like they were scrawled in blood.
We can't hold back if we want to win! Is it the same one we saw in the ruins?
This one could be much stronger.
You've really seen Hellions like this in that ruin?
I will smite evil! Fluid surge! Nose dig! Earthborn!
Get the crap out of it.
Come to my side! Rock step! Echo shot! Rock winner! Not yet! Purify the earth! Fairy circle!
Get the crap out of it.
Come to my side! Rock step! Echo shot! Come on, everyone!
Let's do some fortune telling. Please pick one.
Okay. Oh, this one's blank.
That means your spirit is pure and clean.
I don't think we've checked that monolith out yet.
Is this a statue of the shepherd? What senseless vandalism.
What's that?
Steady your nerves.
Is that really a scorpion? It's so large.
But that makes it easier to hit, right?
Sweet dreams! The ruins are calling me.
This statue, it radiates such dignity.
You can tell from his expression that he must have been a great warrior.
A fine man. I would like to see his entire body.
Oh, but wouldn't he be...
More or less naked?
That's what makes him attractive, in an aesthetic sense.
Well, it's true that the perfectly toned body of a warrior may be aesthetically pleasing, but...
Alicia, unladylike.
No, I only meant it as a generalization. I really have no personal interest in that sort of thing.
Not at all, huh?
I mean, not much. Just enough. The normal amount.
Wow, settle down. It's just a statue.
Seriously. Though it's true that King Claudin epitomizes the warrior ideal.
Hold on, this is King Meliodas, right? Not King Claudin.
What? But then it wouldn't match with the style at all.
Yes, because this bust was carved as a speculation on the style of future generations.
I think your interpretation is a bit far-fetched.
Well, I think you're trapped in stereotypical views.
All right. Look, let's drop our preconceptions and start over then. Can we identify the subject? What features stand out?
Wow, settle down. It's just a statue.
Seriously.
Shall we begin?
Oh my! I can see fairies!
I believe they're also Hellions. I will smite evil! I will smite evil! Earthborn! Eat this! Come to my side! Hang on, everyone! Disappear! Hang on, everyone! Well done! Right! Come to my side! Rock satellite! Ready? Fluid surge! Hit! Won't lose! It's time! 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 It's time!
apologize, huh? Be my guest.
Is that a monolith?
I suppose this hellion must be the source.
Lucky for you, it isn't a ghost, Nuclear.
I told you it's not like that.
Save it for later. Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Too close! Yeah! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Miss Mioma! All four! Burning charge! Go for some flares! Burning charge! Giant blade! Breakthrough! Burn away! I need a hand! Release my Rhapsody! Burn charge! Flow force! Burning echo! Burn away! Release my Rhapsody! Burning charge! Burning charge! What do you need, Alicia? I need a hand! Saint Zero! Open the floodgate, Nucleo!
I hope I can win this. I suppose this hellion must be the source.
Lucky for you, it isn't a ghost, Nucleo.
I told you it's not like that.
Save it for later.
Don't flag on the bench.
Prepare yourself! Open the floodgates! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Spirit cleansing! Prepare yourself! Elixir protect! Ocean flex! Natural assault! Burst! Breakdown! Spirit cleansing! Elixir protect! Open the floodgates!
It's over! Go!
Prepare yourself! New flurry! Breakdown! Break on through!
Ready? Give it back!
Now's my chance! Spirit cleansing! Elixir protect! Breakdown! Break on through! Ancient Blitz! Break on through! Burst! Breakdown! Aim and fire! Aim and fire! Burst! New flurry! Burst! Shade Zero! Don't push yourself, Lila!
Unleash your weak power!
Fluid Surge! I can't lose! Almost Fight Evil! I can't lose! It's time!
Thanks to Rocky!
This is called Biomedia! It's time! Resilient! I can't lose! I'll give my all! I'll give my all! Leave it to me, Alicia! Come here! Come on my side! Echo shot, Tape! Yes! Ready? Go! Offer your protection! Healing power! Come to my side! Rock Satellite! Ready? Go! Offer your protection! Be gone! Healing power! Echo shot! Come to my side! Rock Satellite! Eat this! Echo shot! Rock Winner! Current! Rising Sand! Come to my side! Rock Satellite! Come to my side! Rock Satellite! Healing power! Ready? Go! Come to my side! Rock Satellite! Rising Sands! Be gone! Rising Sands! Be gone!
This is quite a bind.
Keep behind now! Rising Sand! Come to my side! Rock Satellite! Rock Winner! Take this! Ready? Go!
Stop it, you big lug! Prancing prickle boars, what's gotten into you?
Sorry.
What a fool I was. I should have realized you would be here, Attack.
Oh my goodness! It's pretty Lady Lila. How you been? Oh, you never were a lick of fun.
Is this a friend of yours?
Sort of. It was a long time ago.
My name's Attack. G is to please ya.
That's a weird name.
Well, aren't you rude? Don't you know that Attack is a Norman name of the highest pedigree? Means I'm fancy.
It looks sort of like the thing attached to Edna's umbrella.
Let's save talk of Edna's thingy for later, shall we? That one's a particularly long story.
Is it?
It is?
Hey, Lila. What's a Norman?
They're a special kind of seraphim. They aren't quite as powerful as a lord of the land, but they can still be a help to other seraphim.
How?
Well, they have the ability to boost another seraph's power. They're kind of like a maid of sorts.
That's my Lila. You know me like the back of your lily-white hand.
Like a maid? I'm afraid I'm not so sure I get it.
Lila's explanations can be pretty off the cuff.
Silly billies like you could never understand what Lila and I mean to each other.
I'm not sure I want to understand.
Well, anyways, y'all are Lila's friends and all. Maybe I can treat you to some grub.
was a difficult battle. Let's restore our vitality.
Nicholas, Sunlight Girl, Jean-Luc's the Loomer. This is a massacre! Who could have done such a thing?
Well...
You did. You turned into a Hellion.
I remember. It was me. I went out of my head, tore my beloved treasures apart, and now they're gone forever!
Attack! What on earth happened that made you turn into a Hellion?
I'm sure it's hard for you, but can you tell us about it?
Well, I've always had a real big thing for art, you know? Moved in here a good long while back. Got to whittle my days away just people watching and gazing at fine art. I wasn't worshipped or nothing, but I weren't lonely neither.
Sounds like a good life.
I was happy. Real happy. But ever since the countries took to fighting, the humans started to get real nasty. That country's bad, they'd say. That country's art is bad. Slash it. Burn it.
So they used art just as fuel for the fires of war.
It's true.
And that ain't the half of it. That's when they started to move the art on the black market.
Oh, so that's where it all went.
They were laughing and clutching their money in their grubby little hands. Hooray for war! Hooray for profits! I got so mad, so dejected, I felt my anger bubbling up, but I was beyond caring. And then... that's when I became a Hellion.
It's not your fault, Attack.
Thanks, son. I appreciate it and all, but I'd like to be alone for a little while.
Never thought that the source of all that malevolence would be the love of art.
Yeah, that was unexpected.
It's the Kingdom of Highland that caused Attack such pain. If only I had been able to do something.
Malevolence can come from anyone's spirit.
Especially when that spirit holds hate for other people.
And for us Seraphim, the influence we receive from the vessel in particular can be a danger.
So if I started generating malevolence, it'd put everyone in danger?
All of us could become Hellions. Saray, Alicia, the people in their despair cling to those with power that surpasses theirs far more tightly than you may imagine. Do not undervalue your ideals, nor the things that are in your power to accomplish. A shepherd's emotions towards the people he rescues are also his greatest enemy, in a way.
Okay, understood.
Didn't she just tell you not to be so stiff and serious?
Oh, I guess you're right.
But I suppose I don't need to worry about you.
We'll get started so you don't have to.
Just doing what's within our power, right?
Here you go.
So there's no Guardian Seraph here either.
Looks like it.
I don't want to assume that the entire world is like this, but
I think there are quite a lot of Seraphim who are less than fond of humans.
Can it really be that hard for humans and Seraphim to coexist peacefully again?
Do you really think that could happen? Must be nice living in a fantasy world.
it isn't necessarily just a fantasy.
But look at the reality.
I understand that it may be difficult to achieve, sure. But in reality, there was a time like that in the past.
There are records in the ruins and in the Celestial Record.
When is this past you're referring to?
Long, long ago. But even now, there are Seraphim like you, Edna.
Huh?
And we figured out that we could bring back the blessing as well.
Yep. I think this is a step towards coexistence with the Seraphim and humans. I'll be counting on you, Edna.
Selfish as ever. That's why I can't stand humans.
Get used to it.
Selfish types everywhere. Jeez.
There you go. Now eat up before it melts.
Oh, a fruit frappe. The arrangement is beautiful.
Just what I'd expect from a water seraph. Something like this would be beyond me.
But Lila, you make sweets too, right?
Well, yes. I'm good at baking, but don't work well with cold things.
Oh, I see. So Lila is good with baking because she's a seraph of fire, and Mikleo is good with cool sweets because he's a seraph of water.
Even Seraphim have strong points and weak points.
It's true. I'm really no good at baking.
I'll say, that one time when you tried to cook boar meat, you turned the heat up way too high and burnt it black as coal.
What? We were both little kids then. And besides, it only happened because you didn't make the
guys,
fire.
Talking is fine and all, but
If you don't eat, it's going to melt.
Oh, shoot! Good thing the armor shop had both a ceremonial sword and staff. Also, there's something I kinda wanted to ask you.
Yeah, I know. You want to ask if this staff looks like it's floating in midair to humans. Is that it?
How do you know?
One look in your eyes says it all. Even if it's an item that humans can see, when Seraphim infuse mana into it, it will become unrecognizable by humans. the opposite is true as well. Anything made by a seraph can be recognized by humans if mana gets infused in that item. Although, it's kind of a rare ability.
So Gramps' pipe is like that.
Quite perceptive of you.
In fact, Gramps told you everything you just told me, didn't he?
That's also quite perceptive of you.
Surely this is fate.
I will smite evil! Shooter It's over! Let's get him! Be gone! No escape! Solid block! I won't lose! You won't in here! You won't in here! Won't lose! Don't push yourself, brother! I won't lose! You won't in here! Double level it! You won't in here! What can I do? Not yet! Disappear! You're right, Nikleo! You drop away! Fate Zero! Break down! Blue flash! Blue flash! Pull together! Don't push yourself, brother! Full insert! I'll give my all! Yeah! You won't in here! I can't lose! Concentrate your attack! I will smite evil! Not yet! Eat this! Come on, everyone! Nothing to do! Eat this! That won't take! Right! Cover my shot! Eat this! What a formidable opponent!
That was a difficult battle. Let's restore our vitality.
Stand strong! Forward surge! Forward surge! Forward surge! I will smite evil! Please drop away! Sonic drop! I will smite evil! I can't lose! Tiger blade! I'll give my all! Cover my side! Rock satellite! Cover my side! Rock satellite! Don't push it! Pull together! Rampaging jumper! Get him! Cover my side! Rock satellite! That won't work! Eat this! Don't push yourself, Lila! Rising sand!
And that'll do it.
I can sense the ancient tongue. We're near one. I just saw a monolith written in ancient tongue.
Guess that's all the hellhounds in town.
The epidemic here should settle at least a little bit now.
Yeah, but only momentarily.
It was not done in vain. The malevolence has subsided considerably.
Feels like the malevolence has been lifted somewhat, don't you think?
Indeed it has. But we still need to find a way to bring the Drake down.
Saray, can you head to the base of the Great Tree?
Huh? Oh yeah, sure.
So this is Marland.
It is a city rich in history, is it not? I believe even the Celestial Record mentioned it.
Yeah, I always wanted to visit. Marland, the city of knowledge nestled amongst the holy trees. Their shining branches are as a beacon unto the fruit of knowledge and the flower of aesthetics.
There walks this continent no true scholar, no true artist who did not once frolic in its sylvan depths.
Well, the fruit looks pretty rotten right now if you ask me.
Pretty sure no one did.
Even so, she's right.
Maybe so. But flowers will always bloom again in springtime and bear their fruit in autumn.
Indeed, the cycle will never end so long as there remains passion for knowledge and beauty. Right?
Very true. History has proven as such.
I think you have flowers in your head or something.
Don't you like flowers, Edna?
I mean, they're fine. The pretty ones, at least.
What do you plan to do, Edna?
Wait here.
For whom?
For me, silly.
I wonder where Edna went off to.
Who knows what goes on in her head?
I'm back.
What is wrong with you? Huh?
Attack?
I'm here to help. Heard tell you folks could be using an extra jolt of power.
We just might.
If I combine attack's power with my arrows...
We can bring down the Drake!
Edna Edna told me that y'all are trying super duper hard to fix things up. If this glum bum town gets back on its feet, folks might finally remember the place of art in a civilized society.
Thank you, Edna.
I just thought it might work.
And here it comes.
Drat, it's so dark I can barely see it.
That's a good thing. You can fight without worrying about humans catching sight of you.
Hey, good thinking. So, how exactly should we go about shooting this thing down?
That I don't know.
Tonight's supposed to be a full moon. All we need is some light.
The clouds are receding.
Let's look for a place where we can aim our shot with the aid of the moonlight.
This is it.
Attack! You got it! Norman power! Gah! Gee, ripes! That's some power you got there. I can only handle one shot.
One shot is enough. Saray, I'll do the aiming.
Right. And I'll pick when to fire. Now! Nice!
It's not over yet! This is it! Even a mere drake is this big and this strong? You can't be serious!
You should know the difference in size and scale a dragon has by now.
We are here to do whatever must be done.
That's right. As we are now, we can do it.
Whatever. Try not to die out there.
Stunning torrent! Break on through! Shade Zero!
Bird is the word!
Burst!
Here goes! Demon Fang!
Burst! Breakdown!
Light up!
Burst!
Demon Fang!
Blue Flurry!
Fang surround! I flow! Fang surround! Never! Urgent flame surrounds me! Quick bomb! Ready?
I need a hand!
Never! Flames of crimson!
No way!
Leave it to me, Alicia!
Offer your protection! Let's do our best! Let's do our best!
Your blessing.
Eyes on the prize!
I need a hand! Offer your protection!
Let's do our best!
Healing power! Leave it to me, Alicia! Fluid surge! Fluid surge! I'm the Reaper! Fluid surge! Strike! How's this? What can I do? I can't move! Healing power!
Eyes on the prize!
It's time! That's it! Disappear! Miss me over! Brilliant presence! Burn away! Release my spirit! Resilient aim! Brilliant presence! Rate of 5! Burning at the pillars of flame!
Dragons have high power and defense. Keep cautious.
Burning shards! Vermilion presence! Ultimate protection! Burn! Healing power!
Burning shot!
Vermilion presence! Ultimate protection! Healing power! Lose rock away! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Now's my chance! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow!
How careless of me.
Blue flurry! Ocean blitz! Break on through!
Radiant Queen!
Blue flurry! Ocean blitz! Breakdown! Open the floodgates! Open the floodgates! Blue flurry! Open the floodgates!
Flames of Crimson! Pyrogenic ring!
Open the floodgates!
May your soul crimson red!
Fire! This is bad! Watch your hand!
Eyes on the prize!
Spirit cleansing! Spirit cleanse! Don't push yourself, Lila! Elixir protect! Ocean flame! Break on through! Burst! Breakdown! Break on through! Ocean flame! Burst! Blue flame! Burst! Open the flood! Ocean flame! Open the floodgates! Edna, be careful! Bubble arrow! Blue flurry! Burst!
Failure!
Burst! Ocean flame! As your assault! Burst! Break on through! Ocean flame! Blue flurry! Burst! Open the floodgates! Whoa! Open the floodgates! Spirit cleansing! Elixir protect! Breakdown! As your assault! Burst! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Breakdown! Blue flurry! Whoa! Whoa! Get out! Blue flurry! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Ocean blitz! Break on through! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Break on through! Blue flurry! Breakdown! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Ocean blitz! As your assault! Burst! 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 Blue flurry! Blue flurry! Burst! Edna, be careful! Bubble arrow! Ocean blitz! As your assault! Break on through! Blue flurry! Ocean blitz! Burst! Burst! Don't push yourself, Lila! Burst! Break on through! Break on through! Blue flurry! Blue flash! Aim and fire! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Ocean blitz! Edna, be careful! Surging current! Shatter bang! I got you! Be gone! I got you! I can't lose! Take that! It won't hit you! Lunar Stream! I can't lose! That did it! It won't end here! I need a hand! Disappear! Lunar Stream! Offer your protection! Healing power! This is bad! It's time! It won't end here! You all right, Mikleo? Who's off the way? Elixir Protect! Breakdown! Burst! Breakdown! Burst! Breakdown! Burst! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow!
Phoenix Trial! Punch it! Bye! Come hither!
Open the floodgates!
Flames of Fury! Flames!
Bubble arrow!
Flames of Crimson!
Ocean Flame! Now's my chance!
Now then!
Blue Flurry! Break on through! Aim and fire!
Now then! Bye!
Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow!
Let's do our best!
Open the floodgates!
I want to
Bubble arrow!
Punch it!
Burst! Ocean Blitz!
Flames!
Burst!
Bye!
Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Don't push yourself, Lila! Open the floodgates! Blue Flurry!
Awaken, Runner! Bloodline Desert!
Burst!
Awaken, Runner!
Open the floodgates! Break on through! All together! Spirit Cleansing! Elixir Protect! Ocean Flame! Break on through! Blue Flurry! Aim and fire! Open the floodgates! Open the floodgates!
Awaken, Runner! Bloodline
Ocean Blitz! Open the
Silence of
floodgates!
humility!
Bubble arrow!
Ringo!
Blue Flurry! Breakdown! Open the floodgates! Burst! Ocean Blitz! Break on through! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow!
Silence of
Burst!
humility!
Breakdown!
Ringo!
Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Break on through! Open the floodgates!
Gather and grant me protection!
Accurate assault! Burst! Open the floodgates! Accurate assault! Saint Zero! Breakdown! Break on through! Splitting torrent!
Rainstorm! Hailstorm!
Accurate assault! Saint Zero! Open the floodgates! Open the floodgates! Open the floodgates!
Blood trigger!
Bubble arrow!
Blood trigger!
Blue Flurry! Breakdown! Breakdown!
Protection!
Open the floodgates! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow!
Blood trigger!
Blue Flurry! Breakdown! Now's our chance! Breakdown! Break on through! Open the floodgates!
Command me! Blood trigger!
Bubble arrow! Breakdown! Azure assault! Ocean Blitz! Break on through! Blue Flurry! Breakdown!
Humility!
Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow! Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow!
Credit card!
Here it comes! Ocean Blitz! Break on through! Blue Flurry!
Grant me protection!
Too close!
Isn't happening.
Bubble arrow! Azure assault! Open the floodgates!
White heat! White ice!
Bubble arrow! Azure assault! Open the floodgates!
May your soul!
Bubble arrow! Spirit cleansing! Elixir Protect! Ocean, don't push yourself, Lava! Saint Zero! Break on through! Saint Zero! Saint Zero!
May your soul! Burn crimson red! May your soul! Burn crimson red!
Don't push yourself, Lila! Elixir Protect! Weak breakdown! Azure assault! Aim and fire! Ocean Blitz!
Blood trigger!
Open the
Silence
floodgates!
and humility!
Bubble arrow! Blue Flurry! Ocean Blitz! Break on through! Breakdown! Open the floodgates! Blue Flurry! Breakdown! Break on through! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! Saints Arrow! Breakdown! Aim and fire! Breakdown! Now's my chance! Breakdown! That's your assault! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! Ocean Blitz! That's your assault! Breakdown! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! Be careful! Breakdown! Blue Flurry! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! Aim and... Don't push yourself, Lila! Breakdown! As your assault! Aim and fire! Ocean Blitz! Blue Flurry! Burst! Breakdown! Breakdown! Aim and fire! Aim and fire! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! Blue Flash! Aim and fire! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! Blue Flurry! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! Breakdown! As your assault! Saints Arrow! Saints Arrow! Edna, be careful! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! Saints Arrow! Ocean Blitz! Ocean Blitz! Open the floodgates! Bubble Arrow! As your assault! Open the floodgates! Open the floodgates! Don't push yourself, Lila! Bubble Arrow! Ocean Blitz! As your assault! Blue Flurry! Breakdown! Aim and fire! Breakdown!
Time you learn some humility.
We did it! We beat the dragon!
It was just a drake.
Sure, we might not be strong enough to beat a dragon yet, but
Yeah! We will get there someday!
The flames of purification. Might you be the shepherd?
So, you must be Marlin's...
Guardian Seraph Rohan. Or should I say, I was. I very nearly became a dragon. I have no right to continue protecting this town.
Don't say that.
Seraph Rohan. I am Alicia Difta, Princess of the Kingdom of Highland. It is we who must bear the blame. We who corrupted the hearts of the people and set you on the path to becoming a Hellion. But I assure you that I shall set things right. If you must punish anyone, let it be me. So please, if it's still possible, let us have your blessing just this once.
You're an impassioned young princess, I'll give you that. You can see me?
Yes, I have pledged myself as Soray's squire.
Have you? And you're okay?
Huh?
I see. The malevolence in town has lowered significantly. You're the one who dispelled it?
We all did.
Then so be it. I'll extend my blessing.
I want to help too!
Thank you so much.
It appears the corruption has yet to spread to this tree. Using this as a vessel, I shall expand the blessed domain.
You got it! Norman power!
Huh? What's this?
What happened?
There's still a mega powerful Hellion running around near here.
The domain it's creating is in the way, and we can't stop the invasion of the lesser Hellions.
A major Hellion? Where?
To the southwest. It isn't far.
Soray, we must defeat it.
But if we leave the town in this state?
With your guards all a-sleeping and your Hellions all a-creeping.
Soray? Sorry, I just blanked out for a second there.
You need a rest. In. Now.
Indeed. Good ideas will surely come after we take a breather.
The young shepherd's starting to deteriorate. I ought to be more understanding.
Deteriorate?
Let's restore our health.
The Normans' powers sure are interesting.
Not as much as their faces, though.
Yes, the Norman's ability to assist is quite helpful, and each one has different capabilities.
They all look the same, though.
Its abilities change from combining them in different ways, right?
They have bad attitudes, even though they're Norman.
Yes, there should be increasing numbers of Norman which you could combine to make new effects.
Norman times Norman equals Norman hell.
You sure have it in for the Norman, Edna.
Not really. Just a bone or two to pick. By which I mean 77 confrontations, 108 complaints, and 32 appeals. That's all.
Sounds complicated. Could you tell me more about equipment skills?
Way to have your head in the game. First, let's go over the basic skills.
Basic skills can be broken down into 10 groups with 5 different elements. So in total, it's 10 times 5. Think you can do the math, genius?
There are 50 Norman named after the basic skill they offer. Each one has the power to draw forth that specific skill.
So if you find a skill that you like, go find that Norman and send them off to the Lord of the Land to do your dirty work.
Elements and skill groups aren't just for tweaking the effects of your skills. They're also closely linked to bonus skills. That's all the time we have for today. See you again next week!
Next week? We're doing this again?
Here, I'll do you a favor.
How are you feeling?
Right as rain.
Good. We don't need a sick shepherd.
That'd be bad!
And precisely how long had you been saving that one?
Looks like we've got our Saray back.
The shepherd. Perfect timing.
Agil!
We heard about the bridge. You're a superstar.
Well, you know.
You know? Well, whatever. Anyway, we need you to sign for this.
Huh? Me?
More medicine.
It was ordered by a guy named Nafe.
Huh.
See? Buck up! We got this!
Ha! I guess you're right.
Also a message. I found a group of mercenaries headed toward Marland and asked them to protect the town, but they refused me. I have asked for additional reinforcements from Lady Lake, but it will take some time. That's all.
Mercenaries. They might work in a pinch.
Can mercenaries stand against the Hellions?
Probably not the Hellhounds, but they might be able to handle lesser Hellions.
They are vicious, but they are visible. And little.
But they already refused the guard job.
I could try asking again as sincerely as possible.
Wouldn't hurt to go try. Thanks for passing along the message.
Hey, why are you going through all this trouble anyway?
Why? I mean, you can't just not help people in trouble.
I get it. I get that you're weird.
Now, where is the medicine going?
The sanctuary.
Gotcha.
Oh, hey! You didn't happen to run into a group of mercenaries on the way here, did you?
You mean the woodsmen? They came with us. I think they're probably still in town. They said they were gonna stock up.
Now then, this time we'll be covering skill groups.
We're not gonna talk about bonus skills?
We're the ones doing the teaching around here. Shut up and listen.
Yes, ma'am!
It wouldn't be prudent to explain everything at once, so I'll start off with the ones you can obtain in the beginning phases. So first, there's the status column. This increases basic stats by a certain percentage. Here, it's wise to improve upon your given strengths.
Then there's the HP column. If you're prone to damage, it's best to improve on this. Or just don't get hit in the first place, doofus.
But anyways, as you can see, aligning the same skill group together to carry out a tactical battle is one option that you have.
And that's where the bonus skill comes into play.
See you again next week!
Next week again?